Hey everybody, this is T-Quint1. Now many of you might remember the videos of my top 10 favorite movies and might remember why and might wonder why I deleted them. Because that list sucked. I always hated it and wanted to do it over for a long time. I mean I never really put my actual favorites. There's kind of movies that I was watching a lot at the time, so I was always kind of same with my TV show list really. That one I just never liked those. Even my game list, they weren't really my favorites. I never thought them out. I just wanted to make a video about it. So yeah, I just decided to redo it. I might redo the others too, but mainly I wanted to redo my top 10 favorite movies. So here are my top 12, and I know 12 may seem like a pretty random number, but if I try to do top 20, usually like after 12 or 13, I just start putting movies that I just kind of like on there, and always I go back and I say, oh, I forgot this one, or oh, stuff like that. So I decided to do 12 because in my opinion that's kind of the perfect number. I couldn't really leave one of these out when I talk about my favorite movies. But yeah, so let's just get to my top 12 favorite movies, starting with number 12, and that is Gremlins. I love the demented twist this film adds to something as simple and wholesome as a Christmas movie. I mean, sure, it's no Die Hard, but it does turn the whole idea on its ear, complete with hellish creatures sabotaging the lives of everyday suburban Americans. Yeah, this movie rocks. Anyway, I'm going to be totally honest here. This movie made me want to make movies. I know it's an odd choice, but when I was a little kid, I had never seen anything like this, and it blew my mind. There are so many memorable scenes. The old lady flying out the window, the theater explosion, even Gizmo singing. That was adorable, okay, when I was a kid. Like, just too many to count. I mean, though the film does have flaws, there are some moments that I feel like haven't aged all that well. Most of the movie is actually really good, and I think you guys should watch it because it's a great movie. Number 11 is the original Star Wars trilogy. It's fucking Star Wars. Okay, do I really have to specify this? I mean, yeah, for the most part, Star Trek kind of had the better track record with movies, but the original Star Wars trilogy is one of the best examples of sci-fi filmmaking. I mean, the characters, the action scenes, just really everything about it was just a great, great trilogy. I mean, I don't even really know what else to say. It's fucking Star Wars. So, on to the next one. Number 10 is Inglorious Bastards. I love Quentin Tarantino, and I love this movie. It has more memorable scenes than I can count, really, and I feel like the ending is a really satisfying. A lot of the movie actually is a build up to a conclusion, and I don't know if I've ever been this satisfied by a movie's conclusion. It also had my personal favorite villain of all time. If you saw my top five favorite movie villains, you know Hans Landa is a fucking badass. I mean, though some may bored by its slow pace, because I mean the movie is pretty slow in parts, but I really like it. Um, and when I saw the trailer, it came off as a meat-headed merc, a fuck yeah movie, but it actually isn't like that. I mean, very little of the movie is in English. I think I don't know, I know very little. I don't know a fucking percentage or anything, but most of it is in French and German, and even a little Italian. Um, the bastards themselves are supporting characters. They're not really the main characters. I'd say, even though Hans Landa appears the most, he's the antagonist. So I'd honestly say Shoshana is the main character, because it really is kind of her story to me. And it is debatable, but I personally say that Shoshana is the main character. Um, the theater explosion at the end was amazing. The historical inaccuracies are, I think, egregious, obviously, because everyone knows Hitler didn't die that way. But yeah, it's an awesome movie. So yeah, fucking Inglourious Basterds, it rocks. Number 9 is The Iron Giant. This is a brilliant, brilliant animated film that has stuck with me since I was a kid. And watching it again, it's pretty clear why. I really love the relationship between the boy and the giant. That's one of the best relationships in movie history, in my opinion. I also dig the 50 setting. That's just pretty cool to me. On top of that, the animation and characters are brilliant. My every performance is memorable. My personal favorite being Harry Connick Jr. He's the artist Dean. Never has a movie flopping really surprised me more because I look at the box office and I'm like, "Oh, seriously? Hey, come on, Brad Bird has never ever topped this in his career, and he's made some pretty damn good movies, but nothing he's made has ever topped this. Because this movie is just awesome. Seriously, this movie is a fucking masterpiece. Number 8 is Return of the King. Now, a lot of you remember me saying that Lord of the Rings is an overrated trilogy, and I kind of regret saying that because when I was a kid, I really didn't like them that much. That they were too complicated. But as I get older, I understand them and start to appreciate them, and they just grow on me more and more. But my favorite is easily Return of the King. I just like concluding chapters of trilogies. That's just something about me. But this movie has more fuck yeah moments than I can count. This is a kick ass movie. There's several scenes that you just want to stand up and go, yeah, you know. My personal favorite one of those scenes is the arrival of Rohan. That scene kicks ass. That's one of those I don't know that's one of those make a boy a man moments. That's a fucking cool ass moment. Um, there's plenty of moments like that. This is a really awesome movie. But yeah, I mean it's long, so if you don't like that, then this might not be for you. But damn, I fucking love this movie. I think it's awesome. Let's move on to number 7, and that's The Road Warrior. This was on my list last time, so was Inglourious Basterds, but this was. You may notice it's not in the same place it was last time, and I still love it. But you know, there's other movies that when I went back and watched, I realized, okay, well, this is a better movie. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Now, when I think of a sequel being better than the original, this is one of the first that comes to mind. You know, there will be at least one other sequel on this list, but I love this film. It's the perfect post-apocalyptic film to me. And the character of Max is easily my favorite Mel Gibson performance. Sure, he may be a fucking nutcase in real life, but well, it's kind of expected here. He's playing a character named Mad Max, so Rockatansky. uh, anyway, probably my favorite part of this movie is the practical effects because I mean, god damn, you see these scenes where like the cars are flipping over or exploding because these car battles they get fucking crazy. It's like twisted metal at points, and it's all practical effects, and that's really cool to see. You don't see that anymore. And seeing that shit just like it's really, yeah, I don't know how to describe it. It's just fucking cool to see this kind of stuff. Um, all the scenes in this movie are just like, yeah, this movie is just badass. There's no real other way to describe it. This is a fucking badass movie. So yeah, The Road Warrior. It's a kick-ass movie. Number 6 is The Dark Knight. Come on, you knew it was coming. I defy you to find one person that hated The Dark Knight. You can't. Because it's perfect. There is no flaw in this movie. This is everything a Batman movie should be. And when you see it, it's just insane because it's a pretty big risk to tell a Batman story as a crime thriller and succeed, but god damn it, this movie did it. You know, I love the other two films, but this is easily my favorite, of course. I have to talk about the late Heath Ledger as the Joker. He was amazing. They changed up the character a bit to make him more of a straight serial killer. I'm so fucking stupid. More of a straight serial killer. But yeah, it actually worked out really well. But every moment in this movie is just really awesome. Like there's like a bunch of scenes that are really cool. Like any of the "Do you know how I got these scars" scenes are amazing. Any scene with the Joker really are amazing. But yeah, that's it for part 1. Stick around for part 2. This is 2.1 signing out.